Hey, this is Chad. Today we're going to solve the problem of number 10, and it is three roads join hometown, my town, and our town. What is the distance from hometown to our town? We are given two sides and an angle, which means that we will be using cosine law. This is the cosine law that we're going to be using for this equation. It's m squared equals o squared plus h squared minus 2 times o times h times the cosine of m. The next line is numbers filled out. M squared equals 3.9 squared plus 4.5 squared minus 2 times 3.9 times 4.5 times the cosine of 62. Now we have the part of this equation. It's m squared equals 15.21, which is 3.9 squared, and plus 20.25, which is 4.5 squared, and minus 35.1, which is 2 times 3.9 times 4.5. And then we have cosine of 62. Next line is, which is 15.21 plus 20.25, which would be 35.46. And then the cosine of 62 multiplied by 35.1 would be 16.48. Now we have 35.46 minus 16.48, which equals 18.98. And now since we have a squared here, we have to do the square root of both sides, which will be m equals 4.3. What did I do? 3.56604.182. I did it all because I can. And yes. Therefore, the distance from hometown to our town is about 4.4 kilometers.
So now that we've found this, we need to find this angle and this angle, which is the second part. What angles do the roads make at hometown and at our town? To find those two angles, we have to use the sine law, which would be m over the sine of m equals h over the sine of h. So this is how you would set the problem up, and to get the sine of h by itself, you would have to cross multiply. Now to get the sine of h by itself, you have to divide both sides by 4.4. So if you multiply the top part and divide it by 4.4, you get 0.9030. Then you have to, because you want to find the angle of h, you have to times it by the negative sign, also known as the sine inverse, and you end up getting 64.5, which would round up to 65 degrees. So angle h would be 65 degrees. To find the last angle, you add the two angles that you have, which you get 127 degrees, and then you subtract it from 180, and if you do that, you get 53 degrees. So angle O would be 53 degrees.